Hey everyone, the CMP was lucky enough to be invited out here to Camp Pendleton in beautiful sunny California for an event called the Wounded Warrior Trials. Now what the Wounded Warrior Trials is a 2-week-long event that offers all kinds of activities for these athletes to participate in, such as cycling, rugby, swimming, archery, and shooting, which is why we're here, of course. So we're going to introduce you to some of the coaches, some of the athletes, take you behind the scenes a little bit and let you watch as this competition unfolds, as they practice a little bit and get better. So see you inside.
How y'all doing? My name is Gunnery Sergeant Mike Rios. Back in 2010, I was in March, Afghanistan, and I was hit with a rocket-propelled grenade. As my life was transitioning, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next. I, eventually came to the Wounded Warrior Battalion here west, and met a couple of coaches, told me some of the sports and things I could get into, and shooting was one of the ones that kind of was close to my heart. So I started doing as much as I could to not only get back on my feet and possibly get back in the saddle, but I was trying to get strong again and mentally strong. And shooting was one of those segues that kind of helped me do that.
I started here as a shooter years ago. Over the years, going through stuff, competing between the Marine Corps trials and the Warrior Games. And then I've gone on to become a coach and come back to help the warriors here that are wounded and injured, both from the Marine Corps as well as some of the international countries that we have come in with teams as well.
Je suis venu ici avec l'équipe de France pour présenter l'armée de terre. Je présente les épreuves en catégorie natation, tir et basket fauteuil. Et c'est pour moi un honneur d'être ici et de représenter mon pays.
Primarily what we're doing here is just making sure to go through the fundamentals of precision shooting with them. It's a great release for a lot of people, that way they can ignore whatever they have going on in their lives and they can just focus on the fundamentals of this.
I went through Wounded Warrior between 2019 and 2021 for my recovery. I was unfortunately involved in a motorcycle accident, had the opportunity to recover, and got involved in shooting, archery, and swimming during that recovery. Shooting was probably my favorite sport of all three. I've had a lot of time to work with my left hand during my recovery and really just focus on breathing and getting in the right mentality during shooting, and it's just a very relaxing sport that really just kind of helps mental recovery through the process. I'm looking forward to competing with everyone. I'm looking forward to hopefully taking it in. We'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see.
The rifles that we use here are actually the same ones that you'll find some of the shooters using in the Olympics and the Paralympics, as well as the pistols that they use here for the pistol competition.
I'm Christina Valentine. I am Marine, obviously. I'm from Texas, from Dallas, up north. I joined after college, and I love neuroscience. But I'm also in theater, so I'm kind of your oddball Marine. This is my first time competing, and I'm really excited. I had never gotten to even pick up an airsoft rifle or a pistol before signing up for these, and I don't know, it's just been a lot more fun than I expected. You know, everyone's like, oh yeah, shooting, but the crowd is great, the coaches are even better, and I'm just having a really fun time, and I'm doing well, so that kind of makes it better. You know, everyone keeps thinking like, oh, how are you gonna do? What do you think? Like, how good are you? Whatever. And I genuinely don't care. I think I cared before I got here, but I'm having such a good time just having fun on the line with all the other Marines and the vets and even the internationals. Like, it's been such a fun time that I've got these like little bets going on with people, and that's kind of my focus rather than trying to medal. And I'm still doing really well, so maybe I'll medal, but that's all. I just here to have fun.
Donc pour moi, les trials, c'est la première fois que je viens et que j'y participe. C'est un véritable défi pour moi parce que je n'ai pas eu l'occasion ces dernières années de sortir de France. C'était compliqué à cause de ma blessure. Et donc le premier défi, c'était de venir ici. Et puis ensuite de participer aux épreuves. Et c'est une très belle découverte. À la fois humainement, je peux rencontrer d'autres blessés et c'est quelque chose de très enrichissant. Et par ailleurs, c'est l'occasion aussi de retrouver des gens de mon équipe et et de passer de bons moments ensemble. Donc c'est une expérience extraordinaire.
When I first started shooting for competition back in 2012, I didn't know how anything was gonna work out. I started to find out where I was going to be in my entire life, and that I was going to be back in the Marine Corps. I was eventually going to be processed out, and so I just started to take what I knew, which was my new life and the sporting aspect of this life, and run with it. So I started doing competitions. I started doing international competition, a lot of local stuff, getting involved with veteran groups that shoot for their own charities, and I really started to enjoy it. It's transitioned to hunting for me. Since I grew up in Los Angeles, I didn't really grow up hunting or doing anything outdoorsy, but that's what this has all transferred in my new life, and it's only compatible by me trying something new. Once I started to understand it, I was no longer going to be in the Marine Corps like I guess like I was used to. But this has brought me in to a different way of being connected to veterans, not just Marines. Connected to veterans by showing them how to shoot. Because now, in 2003, I'm not only a competitor when I go out and I shoot, but I'm also a coach. So I come back to give back to the Wounded Warrior Battalion and the Marine Corps. And when I was going through, try to show some of these Marines how to use this not only as a sport and to do well at it, but to use it for their own self-growth. And then they can move on and transition however they want to.
I spent 16 years in the Marine Corps. Right now I live in Goodyear, Arizona with my wife and my 2 daughters. The Wounded Warrior Trials came to me in 2014 while I was still in the hospital in Balboa. During that time I did swimming and shooting. I did really good and really pushed myself to the limit. The sport of shooting air rifle is literally different than anything that I've ever done. I'm really big into shooting the rifle for the Marine Corps, but when I came in here, I used the same fundamentals and they didn't work, so I had to adjust everything. And being in here, I just love the fact that I get to shoot again and get to put myself into a little bubble, and it's me against the rifle. What I'm seeing on some of these scoreboards right now just looks like it's going to be stiff competition, and I think that I'll probably do pretty well, but the end state, hopefully I'm still standing on the podium. My favorite thing to do with luau is learn how to do some weird dance that you give raindrops or bubbles or something like that. I have no idea. And then, hey, I learned how to use my hips again, so that was good.
Well, one of my fondest memories for competition was the first time I won a gold medal, which was my first year. We came out here. It was 3 of me and my 3 best friends. I thought I shot an incredible score. And then we're the top 3 shooters gonna compete against each other, and we all have like really high super scores, and I thought mine was really good, but theirs were better than mine, and I ended up winning the gold. And we took a picture up on top of the podiums right here, and in a Charlie's Angel pose. You know, we all came out to have a good time. We ended up doing better than we expected, and that's exactly what happened.
It's really great to be able to come back here and help these wounded, ill, and injured service members so that they can work through their recovery, figure out things that they can continue doing in their lives, and just find something that they might really have a passion for doing.
Donc à propos du tir, j'ai déjà tiré à l'air comprimé, mais c'est disons que là c'était la première fois que je pratiquais dans un cadre officiel et en compétition. Et c'est une belle découverte aussi pour moi. Je pense que c'est quelque chose que j'essaierai de poursuivre à mon retour en France, parce que j'ai découvert une activité dans laquelle on est concentré et dans laquelle on a de bonnes sensations. Et vraiment ça me plaît beaucoup, donc je pense que j'en referai. Pour aujourd'hui, je pense que je vais faire de mon mieux déjà. Encore une fois, l'idée de gagner, c'est pas quelque chose qui est important pour moi, et c'est voilà, c'est avant tout partager un bon moment. Et puis bon, effectivement, toujours faire de son mieux pour si je peux réussir à faire un bon carton, ça serait chouette. Mais l'idée n'est pas là. Pour moi, c'est plus voilà, partager un moment avec les autres blessés. Et c'est ce qui fait sens.
So we just finished shooting for standing and prone. I did 3rd place in prone and I think 2nd so far in standing. We'll see how the finals go. I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a good experience. I'm looking forward to the next rounds, and hopefully we'll just have a good time.
Hey everybody, I'm Corporal William Rude. I'm originally from Tacoma, Washington. Been in the Marine Corps for a little over 3 years now. I was infantry machine gunner. So this is my first Wounded Warrior Trials. It's I'm excited to be here. It's an intense schedule, but I enjoy it, so it's fun.
Okay, so today I did standing rifle and standing pistol, and I made it to the finals in both, top 8 in both. I don't remember my standing score, but for rifle, but for pistol I got a 153, which is all whole numbers, which is good. I think I can really up that in the next round. I kind of got my groove, so I'm hoping I can really bust out maybe an extra 10 points there, and then maybe 15, and then in standing rifle, we'll have to see. Depends on like if I'm hungry or not, you know what I mean? So like we'll see. But it's all fun. I'm having a fantastic time.
Shot in the standing, placed second in that so far. Hopefully do well in the semifinals. And in the pistol, so far I took the detail high in that.
Bien, pour la compétition, ce matin on a fait le tir, d'abord à la carabine puis au pistolet. J'ai réussi à me qualifier pour la finale du tir au pistolet et dans quelques instants je vais me mettre au niveau du pas de tir et c'est encore une fois c'est une très belle expérience et on verra ce que ça donnera au résultat.
We just finished up. I did way better than I thought. It's not like I'm perfect, right? But the goal is to do my basics, have a good time, and to be here with all the competitors. I did all of those. Like I said, I did better than I thought, and I'm happy.
I placed second, got my silver medal, first time I medaled, and I think I did pretty well, and I'm looking forward to the future and see what I can do with the sport.
I think I did pretty good. I didn't take a gold, I did take a bronze in standing, but overall I had a great time, and I was just happy to be back and participating.
And I just got done competing in the air gun competition here at the Wounded Warrior Trials. I ended up shooting first place, so pretty excited about that, and excited for the rest of the competitions coming up this week.
All right, in the pistol finals, I ended up shooting second place, barely, from one of my competitors. I was 1 point less than him, and then I ended up beating him out for second. So I think I did pretty good, and I'm ready for the next phase and what happens.
So me and Staff Sergeant Hess have been talking for a while about how we'd all been in the same sports and how we'd all been how we're waiting to compete against each other in swimming and archery and shooting, and so this is the first time we've got to practice and compete with each other. So it was really fun getting to play around with him during the competition and just have fun with it while still, going for score. Go Dogs.
C'était une finale qui s'est plutôt bien déroulée. C'était très intense et c'était difficile de se concentrer jusqu'au bout. C'était vraiment de la mort subite et donc il fallait que chaque tir soit précis. Et c'est quelque chose qui demandait énormément de précision. J'ai réussi à tenir la première ronde éliminatoire et puis après ça a été plus difficile. Mais en tout cas c'était une super belle expérience avec des tireurs hors pair qui étaient vraiment très très doués. Et je suis content d'avoir participé à ce bel événement et à être allé en finale et avec un autre camarade. C'était vraiment une très belle compétition.
I got 7th place, which is fantastic because I made finals and I just started this and I'm super happy. And I did have a personal bet to beat one person, and that one person is sitting in 8th place. So I'm having a great time here.
I actually met Coach Phil, who's the head shooting coach here, at a Paralyzed Veterans of America and Wounded Warrior Battalion combined shooting clinic. And after that, he invited me to come to the trials and try out for the team. So that's actually where I started back in 2017. Since then, I progressed. I made it onto the Warrior Games team, and then even after I retired, I came back to the Marine Corps Trials again, and then again to the Warrior Games.
Coach Phil, for all the days that you told me to get the hell out of the trailer, that I've been there too long, for all the days I work out in the gym and you'd be like, hey, go home. I like to say that I love you guys and I appreciate everything that all my coaches ever did for me, because the one thing they've taught me to do is to relax and just to enjoy myself.
I'm Coach Phil from Wounded Warrior Battalion West. I made a deal about 1.5 years ago with my shooters right here in the classroom during the mini trials. I told we were struggling with some shooting issues, so I had to come up with something for the athletes to shoot better. I said if anybody get 2 10.9s, that's 2 perfect shots on the rifle or the pistol in a row, I would jump in this fountain. That was 1.5 years ago.
Let's go!
Hey, you open the fountain?
Let's go!
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
jump-
joining the fountain
I'm happy. I'm happy that I have to open this out. 10.9, let's do it. Let's get 3 in. Yesterday at the shooting competition, First Sergeant Mills. Thank you, Mills, for this. Shot 2 perfect shots live during the match, not in a practice, live in the match. So congratulations on your medal, Mills. I hope you enjoy this. 3, 2, 1.
I got sweat. Hey, baby. It happened. It happened. Woo. Deal ball.